Welcome back, everyone. All right, I want to tell you about why my day was really awesome, even though it didn't seem like it was going to be awesome when it first started. So this morning I was really stressed. This seems to be a normal trend, but I was really stressed because there was a lot of things um, that I needed to plan for today. I had a language lesson, which I do over Facebook Messenger. Not sure if I mentioned that before. So I have a language tutor who we talk for about an hour twice a week. We practice Armenian language, speaking, listening, reading, writing. And so I was like, okay, I need to get up, get ready for that, like make sure I'm eating something. Um, so I did that. I got up early for it, got ready. Then I um, called my friend, um, which was really good. It's sometimes really hard to keep contact with people back home because of the time difference. Um, Most of my friends and family in America live on the West Coast, so that's like if it's like, you know, 8 a.m. for me, it's like 9 p.m. for them right now, so it's a big time difference. It can be hard to schedule times, so it was really good to catch up and kind of just like, spend a little time talking about our days and everything. So then I went to school, expecting that I'd have to do club and teach and everything. And it turns out we actually had a half day because today we celebrated, belatedly, I should say, we celebrated uh, Teachers' Day in Armenia. So Teachers' Day is normally the 5th of October. Um, it is not the 5th of October. It's a little bit later than that. It's October 8th. But since this year it was on a weekend when our teachers wanted to leave and, go out of the village for a while and kind of hang out, we decided to have our big celebration today on like on a school day, so that way everyone was in the village. Our village is interesting because it's really small, and it's hard for us to keep teachers in the village because young people who study education, um, well, it's hard to attract those new teachers to the villages because they want to stay in cities usually, like in Yerevan or Gyumri or Kapan or big cities like that. So it can be hard for our school to keep teachers. So we actually have teachers who live about an hour away, and so they commute. Um, so it was in all of our teachers' best interest to have it today instead of last week, the celebration, I mean. So we had our celebration today, which was really cool. So we finished school about like 12:30ish, and then all of the teachers, all the staff, including our librarian, our accountant, just all of our staff came down into our cafeteria, and there we saw that our cleaning ladies, who also are our door ladies, they have the keys to the school, they had prepared this huge feast for us with things like pizza and horovats, which is Armenian barbecue. They had roasted vegetables, they had salad, they had like shredded chicken salad, they had fruit, like so many different kinds of fruit. They had um, like juice, they had wine, they had cognac, they had vodka. It was a real Armenian party, a real Armenian kef. Um, just a side note, you are not allowed to drink at school as a Peace Corps volunteer if there are children around. If it is after school hours and you're hanging out with staff, that's okay. But you are not allowed to drink as a Peace Corps volunteer in school while children are present. So I made that very clear when I first came to the school that I wasn't allowed to, but because we sent the kids home early, it was fine. So I did like have a tiny glass of vodka, and people are really good. They don't really expect you to drink a lot. Maybe it's because I'm a girl, but it's more just like symbolic for when they do kennats. which is like a toast in Armenian. So it was really great. We had a lot of food. All the staff were there. Our school director gave a couple toasts. Another teacher, I think he's our physics teacher, he gave a bunch of toasts. I gave a toast, which was really nerve wracking, but I enjoyed it, and everybody was really appreciative that I did it all in Armenian. So, yeah, good way to get brownie points if you're looking to do that. And our mayor and his wife actually came to our party as well, which was really cool. And then, probably the best part was that they just had music playing, and we all danced in our cafeteria, which was a lot of fun. At first, I was really embarrassed, a little bit nervous, because, like, I like dancing, but I don't really like dancing with other people. But eventually, like, I just sort of gave in, and then we all were dancing together. And at one point, there was this amazing moment where it was me and this other lady in our school who's like one of the cleaning ladies. And she's an amazing dancer. Like, I was really surprised because you have all these young people who are kind of just like bopping or whatever. And then you have this like kind of older woman, and she was super graceful. Like, she took over the dance floor. I mean, everybody was just enjoying watching her. And at one point, we were all dancing. She was dancing, and like we kind of started dancing together. And like I would copy her movements, and then everybody else left, and it was just me and her. And we had this moment. And we just finished the song like super strong, and at the end, everyone was like, "Wow, Methy, great dancing! Like we didn't know you could dance like that." Like you were dancing like an Armenian, and I was like, oh my god, I survived. It was so much fun though. I think that definitely won me some brownie points with the school folks, because I don't think they expected that I could dance. But yeah, it was a great afternoon, amazing food, just like really a good chance to like talk to other people in the school and like establish my presence in the school, as a volunteer, but also as a teacher, because like, a lot of the teachers sort of see me as a little bit separate than the actual school teachers. Like, I don't have the same schedule, um, I don't have the same responsibilities. So this was just a really good way for me to be part of the community and like fit in more. Um, and it was just a lot of fun. I got to dance with my school director, I got to dance with my counterpart, we all took selfies together. Um, it was nice to get to know more of the staff. I definitely had a really good time. And if you are a Peace Corps volunteer in Armenia, um, especially if you're a TEFL volunteer, I highly, highly recommend do not skip out on Teachers Day because it is a blast.